That is a cat.
That's Spock.
Yeah. How big he is. He's got Vulcan ears and all, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's why I call him Spock, because his ears. What are you doing? Shut up.
You're nice to your cat.
I like boy cats. They're all really... My girl cats are all like floppy when you stroke them, but boy cats are always kind of tough.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Spock.
Imagine he went like that with his paws.
Yeah.
Live long and prosper.
Welcome to another episode of Self-Confessed Geeks. This is episode 5. I'm joined by Darren.
Hello.
And
Alright.
Steve.
Hello.
And obviously I'm Paul.
And Spock.
And Spock.
Spock's
We've
as well.
got Spock the cat here with his
Spock's
massive
joined
ears.
today.
Hello. Hello, Spock. Come on.
Spock, you ignorant bastard.
Say something.
At least he's being nice.
Anyway, we're joined by Spock the cat. You may... No, he doesn't want to talk. Anyway, hopefully it's going to be a good show. By one of our listeners last week, I think it was one of the guys from Property Naughty Game Time who mentioned it, asked a question in our listeners' corner. And that's how much you affect us, by the way, because we've made a whole podcast based upon 2 of the questions they asked. What is your favourite hero and villain of all time?
Yeah.
And I think we're going to expand upon that a bit in each podcast.
We are, yeah.
We are.
We needed an idea, that was it. That was the thing.
So,
we didn't have a clue.
Shit.
But let's just before we move on there, have you guys prepared anything today?
No.
No.
No, I haven't. So that's good.
We're going to wing it.
We're the most unprofessional people, and that's how we like it.
Yeah. It's a lot funnier for it.
It is. We can do tangents this week.
Yes. Expect a lot of them.
Let's see, you give me the eyebrows. People can't see, I'm getting eyebrows.
Spock's bored.
We lost one viewer and listener already.
Anyway, so let's crack on. So, Darren, what news do you have this week in the movie world?
Movie news.
Okay. There ain't any movie news as such. So I'm going straight to sci-fi.
It's sci-fi news.
Oh, sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi news, sorry. Right, yeah, because movies, there's just nothing out. I suppose... no, there's nothing out, don't worry. But big news in the sci-fi world today is that yesterday Matt Smith from Doctor Who quit as a Doctor. So,
terrible.
Big bummer for everybody who's a fan. Doesn't matter really, it should have been expected really. Been 4 years, most Doctors last 4 years. I'd say nowadays in the new series. Except for Chris Eccleston, who only lasted 1 year. But
I was going to say, because otherwise it's been on for 12 years, isn't it?
no, it's been on for 50 years, but I mean,
Well, yeah,
most of them are...
Was he a good Doctor for you? Because I don't.
Matt Smith's a brilliant Doctor.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know, I like them all, to be honest. They've got their own unique characters.
They bring.
They're all
they
one
bring
person.
something
Yeah,
to
they're all
it.
one particular character, but all got their own personality. They're all different. But Matt Smith is brilliant. I had a funny feeling he was going to go because he's just gone off to film a film for Ryan Gosling called How to Catch a Monster, and that's a new film coming out next year. But Matt Smith's had a skinhead for it, and there's loads of pictures of him with a skinhead. Now the Doctor doesn't have a skinhead, so he's coming back to film the Christmas special in August. Now, they said it's August, so whether he's going to have a wig or his hair would have grown back by then, I don't know. But it's going to regenerate, and who knows who the next Doctor's going to be. Wild people are saying, and the Sun of all papers are saying that the BBC want to, for the first time, change the sex of the Doctor upon the regeneration.
Female Doctor?
Female Doctor. Shake it up a bit. And as a fan, I don't know. That's that's a big step to draw a line to cross. I don't know if it's a line to cross or not, but I mean, everyone's used to a male. To be honest, I don't really care if it is a female, but a lot of fans will be riled up by that.
I've never seen Doctor Who, right? How does it work that each character change? Well, not a character change, it's always a doctor, but how does it work for each different actor? Do they just say it's the same doctor, or do they say like it is a different doctor?
Every doctor since the beginning is one life. So he's one person, but Time Lords, when they die, they regenerate their bodies. So they turn into another doctor, but carry the memories of the previous doctor, but the new doctor is completely different personality, but the same person.
Okay.
So he will always carry on. So he's got thousands of years worth of knowledge and past companions, and he remembers everything. And he is or was all them people, but he's also someone new at the same time.
Oh,
so he's got a completely different personality. So this current Doctor, Matt Smith, was a kind of eccentric kind of guy. He was funny. He was more relaxed. He was calm Doctor because he's a couple of regenerations after the Time War. There's this massive war with the Daleks that killed everybody.
Right.
Everybody in the universe pretty much copped it. Daleks, Time Lords, everything. And there's the other Doctor, Chris Eccleston, when they first brought it back, who was an angry Doctor because he was really rolled up from obviously pressing the button on his race, and destroying all Daleks, all Time Lords. And obviously Daleks survive, they always do, but he was an angry Doctor, and he went into David Tennant, who was a different personality again, and he was semi-angry and recovering Doctor,
okay.
and now Matt Smith he's kind of happy Doctor, and the next one, who knows?
So it's an easy transition then.
Yeah, it's an easy transition, and every time he changes, he goes through a phase of post-regenerative stress disorder or something like that, or he's either crazy for a bit, or he's because he's just regenerated. He's got all the previous minds in his head, and so he's always the same person. When you watch Doctor Who, you realise you just get used to the fact he's just one person, different actor, same person, but every new regeneration is a different personality.
Does he stay the same age all the time?
Well, no,
No.
because the first Doctor was an old man with white hair.
Do they get regenerated to a certain age, or do they start as a kid and then live their life and then become the Doctor?
The Doctor started off as a child on Gallifrey and went to school and stuff like that. And as the Doctor said in one of his episodes, when I was a kid, I came here. When I was a kid at 90 years old, I come to this area. So like class as a child still at 90 years old, but he become an old man, and that was his first regeneration. He become a kid all the way to an old man, and then he died of old age.
And then he starts as a kid again, and then
no, he doesn't start as a kid again. He just regenerates into a new body.
Oh right, so they can regenerate
Of various ages.
Of various ages.
Of various ages, but a Time Lord's age is still he's over 1,000 now. In our years, he's over 1,000. In these years, he's over 1,000. But
bloody hell, they must put on a big bloody birthday party.
he doesn't have birthday parties.
Doesn't have birthday parties. He's the Doctor.
He doesn't have
He's got no
birthday
friends. Oh.
He's got loads of friends. He just doesn't have birthdays.
Not nice friends.
So, did Christopher Eccleston, his Doctor, or his manifestation of his Doctor, did he get killed off? Do they get killed off,
Yes.
or do they just disappear into oblivion somewhere?
No, they're all the same person. They die. So Chris Eccleston got killed after absorbing the flipping hell. I can't remember now. It's due to the Daleks done it, and he absorbed the power of the time vortex into his very body to save Rose Tyler, which is his current companion at the time. That caused him to regenerate. So they start glowing orange, and then their physical appearance changes before your eyes. They catch fire, they burst into a big ball of cosmic fire, and then you facially see their hair growing and all that, and their body change. And then they come out and they change. So David Tennant was wearing Chris Eccleston's clothes, and that's him in his new suit, his new body, and then he changes himself. Oh no, my God, I've got new teeth, whatever. You know, and he goes, looks in the mirror and he thinks, oh God, this is not for me, this outfit. Because he's a different personality. And he'll go into the wardrobe on the TARDIS and change his clothes, and that's him.
I don't know what you've done to me, but I wouldn't mind actually giving Doctor Who a watch now. I don't know why.
Brilliant.
I think that's probably my biggest thing with it, because I'm probably really ignorant with it. I didn't know what happened to each Doctor and stuff. Obviously, they recast it every couple of years, but... Well,
Yeah, that's the reason why they recast it. Because basically, back in the day, years ago, and I know this is a massive tangent, but years ago, William Hartnell, who played the first Doctor, they never imagined the series would carry on past a year. So William Hartnell was a young man, he was in his 50s, and he's quite a young man, but he was getting ill. And back then, in the 60s, you're ill, you pretty much had it, didn't you? And they wanted to come up with an idea to change the actor because they wanted to keep the series going. So one of the guys in the BBC said, let's regenerate him. We've always established that he's not from Earth, and let's change the actor. So they got a doctor called, the second doctor called Patrick Troughton to take over, and he regenerated into him in the first regeneration in the 1960s.
Unbelievable.
And the reason why the people think, oh, there's a police box. The reason why that's a police box is TARDISes are capsules, and they've not got any kind of shape. They're just a capsule. So when the Doctor landed on Earth in 1963, the TARDIS is designed to blend in with its surroundings of anything. So basically, if it landed out there, it could become a dustbin, one of the big dustbins. Wheelie bin, yeah. It could become a wardrobe, for instance, anything you like. But because it landed in the 1960s, police boxes were everywhere, on most street corners, because they were, what we've got now, like them little police community support offices that are everywhere.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they were police boxes. So what happens is the Doctor's changed into a police box, it blends in with its surroundings. And when it moved off in the first episode, it didn't change. And the Doctor said, oh, my chameleon device is not working again. Oh, I wonder why. I must look at it sometime. And that was it.
You never looked at it?
And never couldn't be asked. And they got used to it. And then as time goes on, that became his beloved box. And he just kept it like that. And only once it changed in an episode in the 80s. The Doctor changed it. He got it working for a brief second. Then he went to another scrapyard, and it turned into an organ. And you can enter it through the back of the organ. And then it changed back again because he didn't like the way it was as an organ. So he just changed it back. And I'll keep it as a police box, or it packed up again. One of them. I can't remember that exactly, but there's hundreds of stories.
Sci-fi news and Doctor Who. Doctor Who lesson there.
Doctor Who lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah, Doctor Who lesson, a bit of sci-fi news. But yeah, I'm a passionate Doctor Who fan, so...
Well, that was actually quite interesting. I wouldn't mind giving it a go now.
Well, watch it from season... you'd have to go back to the 60s, but...
I wouldn't go back there.
But the new Doctor Who's been made in such a way, because remember, there's a massive break. It stopped in 1989, stopped for a bit, come back in 1996 for a one-off. That didn't work. Stopped again, come back in 2005, and now it's been on for 7 years. And it worked perfectly this time round. So start from Eccleston's, because it's done season. It's called season 1 again. They've changed it back to series 1 or whatever. Even though in reality it was season 29 or something like that. But yeah, that's me done for now.
That's the news.
That's the news.
So, what news do you have in the tech world?
The technology sector.
And now it's time for tech news.
Right, first of all, Netflix have probably upset a load of ISPs all over the world. They've released a webpage saying the fastest and slowest ISPs streaming Netflix, essentially. ISPs, for those who don't know, is Internet Service Provider. So let's just say, for example, our country is England, because surprisingly, we live in the country called England. If you have a Virgin Internet, if you have Virgin Internet, you are top. TalkTalk at the bottom. There's only 6. Sky, loads of Sky customers out there. You're 4th, so you're near the bottom. Sky's crap anyway. What you got, Westy?
I've got Virgin.
Virgin.
Yay, Virgin.
Virgin. I've got Virgin. Virgin is the way forward. If you, average speed is 2.47 megabytes per second. But I mean, there's not really much different. Virgin's the best anyway. Anyone who knows about internet knows that. My second piece of news is Twitter has finally announced Vine for Android.
What's that?
Vine is released on the iOS devices.
Okay.
It's like Twitter but video style.
Oh,
So
I've
you
heard one called Keek.
Yeah, there's Keek as well that's
yeah.
been released. I think that's independent.
Oh, right.
But Vine is the actual one from Twitter. I think it's just a 6 or 7 second video that you do from your phone, upload to Twitter straight away. So it's micro-blogging, but with
But it's coming on Android.
video. It's on Android today, apparently today.
Oh, right.
What
I've had a
can you
look
do
for
in
myself.
6 seconds?
You can say, now it's time for pause, rant. That's 6 seconds.
Right.
Or you
Okay.
could...
Or welcome to the... Or be sure to see you at the podcast later. Looking into the camera.
Okay.
Or you can pull the bottom of the phone receiver out and then watch the person put it back in. That takes about 6 seconds.
We can troll people at work with it.
Yeah.
We can do that in 6 seconds.
6 seconds. And we'll vine it.
Right, yeah,
That'd
we'll
be good.
do that. We'll take
No, let's not
we'll
do
take
that.
the phone receiver out of someone, and what we'll do is as soon as the phone rings, we'll quickly stick Vine on and record them going.
I wonder
We'll put
who
it out.
that's going to be.
Don't know.
Don't know. We don't
Don't
know.
know.
It's the phone receiver themed.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. That's all the news I've got for technology this week.
Alright, okay. Well, gaming news this week.
It's gaming news.
Unfortunately, it's been a bit scarce on the gaming front. I assume it's because of the upcoming E3, which is next week. I'm not sure what the
12th.
date is.
10th or 12th it starts. Can't remember exactly.
I don't know.
I think it's 10th.
Better than that. I ain't got a clue.
But the first bit of news I have is that Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep, which is the 4th and final campaign DLC for Borderlands 2, is set to release on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC on June 25th. It's free for Season Pass holders, or is priced at £8 or 800 Microsoft points. The DLC does revolve around Tiny Tina, who's from the from the main game. And along with her is Brick, Mordecai and Lilith, all from the original Borderlands 2. They play, and it revolves around them playing Bunkers and Badasses, which is Borderlands 2 version of Dungeons and Dragons. The player is put into the fantasy world of Bunkers and Badasses, and as you play through the campaign, the world around you changes by Tina, who acts as the games master and narrator, adding new enemies and bosses as you progress through the game.
That sounds a bit like Mad Moxie's one from
I've not
Borderlands
played that
2.
one.
So like
Borderlands 1, you mean?
Borderlands 1, yeah. Yeah, an arena one. Like a massive arena that you play in and it never ending enemies.
I've not played
You've not
that
done it, one?
No.
Sounds similar. But
yeah, also I've got is that indie developer Playhead will be releasing their popular puzzle platformer. That's a tongue twister for you. Limbo on PlayStation Network on June 25th for the PlayStation Vita. Limbo was originally released in July 2010 on
Finished that
Xbox
one.
Live Arcade.
no, really good game.
And a year later on PlayStation Network and Steam. It received mostly positive reviews from game journalists. It was given a 9 out of 10 by GameSpot, IGN and Game Informer. The game is actually a 2D side-scroller for those of you who haven't actually played it yet, with a unique black and white art style, and revolves around a young boy who wakes up in the middle of the forest with no idea how he got there or why. There isn't any actual storyline in Limbo, just fiendish puzzles, one after the other.
Yeah.
That aims to get you in. It basically gets you killed lots.
Yeah, I've completed it.
It's a really, really good game.
Yeah,
I played it through the first time.
Oh, you've done it as well?
I've done it on Steam, and I played it for the first time, and I loved it so much that I went back and tried to get all of the rest of the achievements. The only one I haven't got yet is there's one where you've got to go through the game and die 5 or less times. That is a bloody bitch to go through.
Yeah, because you can die 5 or more times in one level.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so difficult not to die on that game because there's so many things that it just tries to aim and getting you killed as quickly as possible. But that is all that I found this week in the gaming news.
It's all done on the news section.
Yeah.
App of the week.
Yay, okay. I've got one. iOS. Magica. Brilliant app.
Magica.
Well, I don't know, I've not played it yet, but it's my app of the week straight away. Because...
we did play Magica on PC, but I really want to get back into that, actually.
Magica's little good, brilliant little game by Paradox Interactive on Steam.
Loved it when us three played it.
I've played it myself, and we've played it as a group, but all we did was troll each other for God knows how long we played it for.
It was about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Trolling each other.
just a tutorial.
Yeah, we didn't even get past it.
And I really do like that game where we got all the DLC packs and everything. And when I found out it was going to come on iOS, I thought brilliant. And it's its own version. It's not like our version. It's a different style to our one, but it's made by the same people. And I'm going to play it later. I know I haven't really played it. I don't really call it my app of the week, but as I know, Magica's a really good game.
It is a funny game.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it's going to be shit on there. So, that's my app of the week. Magica
How much
iOS.
is it?
And it is £1.49.
Well, that's cheap.
Yeah, it's really good. Hence why you should buy a bloody iPad.
Debate. Are you going to buy an iPad now?
Well, I'm listening to Darren and he says, because I was going to go for Android based, I was going to go for the Nexus, either 7 or 10. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still debating what actual size to get at the moment. But yes, Darren said, look, I know that you don't like the iOS system and operating system, but they are changing it possibly in the
iOS 7, yeah.
In the coming week or so.
Well,
they'll be
apparently
announcing it.
the announcement for it is on the same day as E3. So they're doing an Apple conference as well, on the same day as everybody else's conferences. So you finally get to see iOS 7 apparently, and they're going to show you all the new operating system, and then they'll tell you when it's going to be available.
I just don't like the fact that you can't customise much.
Well, you never know. I can't say, I don't work for Apple, but I've got a funny feeling they're going to change it for...
I'm surprised by the amount you've been trying to sell me the iPad.
I just think it's a good... I've used it every single day since I've bought it. I've never ever not used it. There's always, it's not a waste of money. Whereas this, Android, I really find it crap. It's alright, Android. I ain't got nothing against it really. It's just the apps are really bad. It filters out all the crap. Apple keep the good stuff in, and then Android is too open. It's so much shit. I mean, sometimes you buy an app, and you think it's a decent game or whatever, and you're not even buying a decent game. You're buying a bit of adware or something like that. They're right cheeky like that. You get a lot of piracy and people trying to scam you on Android. So a lot of scam apps that pretend to be, like there could be a Magica app on here, for instance, on the Android, and then you could download it, but you've not even bought the right one. You've bought a kind of scam app, and it's charged to your card, and you've paid X amount of money. That does happen, honestly.
I always read the reviews and stuff first if I ever get apps. I don't know about you.
To make sure you get the right one.
I don't get any apps. The only app I remember buying was I'll tell you in a minute. Once I look into my phone, which is somewhere else.
Well, Android app of the week for me is Catchphrase, the popular television show from the 90s.
Yeah.
It's actually come back, hasn't it? It's being presented by that Stephen Mulhern. Never be Roy Walker. But it is Catchphrase featuring Mr. Chips. You have to try and guess each catchphrase. The only difference is you can't manually type it. You get a box of words. And
you got to pick the words.
You got to pick the words. Yeah, you just get loads of random words. You just pick the words and sort of makes coherent sentences with it. But it's a fun little game. I've got the free version. There is a paid for version as well. I don't know how much it costs. Obviously, free version has ads on it, so I'll give it a go. Give it a go, it's for free. Why not?
I figured I've left my phone in my car.
Oh, well.
Never mind.
You've lost that now. Are we doing bargain game of the week? Are we doing that?
We could do, but I've not prepared and I ain't got my phone with
Have
me.
you got a bargain game of the week?
Bargain game of the week. I don't know.
I
We
don't
can talk
know.
about what we were talking about earlier.
We won't bother with that.
I
No,
do.
We'll do it next week.
Do it
I
next
did
week.
see on Savvy Gamer, not sure if it's expired yet though, that it was Borderlands 2. No, was it Borderlands 2? No, it was Bioshock Infinite actually. Sorry, and that was $16.99.
From
Well, at Savvy Gamer, if you go on to their Twitter page, they've got loads of deals that come up on a daily basis.
okay.
And it'll be on, if you just scroll down, it should be there.
SavvyGamer.com.
Yeah. Well, you just go to the Twitter account, so it's Twitter.
You've got to search things like that.
I don't know the link.
You're telling people to search things, Westy. How long did it take you to subscribe to the YouTube channel? Our YouTube channel.
A little while.
Right.
So, the next segment is Heroes and Villains.
God.
Yeah, you
Right.
right?
That'd be funny, yeah.
Heroes and villains was a genius question from last week.
Yeah.
One that we've fully failed to prepare for.
Yeah.
So, what have we got?
We're gonna, just wing it this week.
Has anyone actually thought of anything? Any heroes or villains? Who's
Yes,
rather-
I did
heroes
actually. I thought of one, and that's Monty Burns from Simpsons.
As a hero?
No villain.
Oh, yeah, he's a good villain.
Mm.
What's his villainous characteristics then?
He's an horrible bastard.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
that's a
I don't
bloody
think
good
he's
villain.
That bad, really.
He is.
Yeah, for the most part he is, isn't it? I don't really remember Mr. Burns being sort of good.
Yeah.
Obviously there was a Who Shot Mr. Burns. That was probably one that first comes to everyone's mind.
Oh, yeah.
But,
He's not a nice person. And I remember there was an episode where he finds it funny to drag some like pound notes or dollar notes across the floor, and I think he gets Bart to try and chase it after it. So, yeah, he's not a nice man.
he's not a nice man. That's a good villain actually, Westy. Alright, hero then. You got a hero to back it up?
Statesman from City of Heroes.
Never heard of him.
I think he's one of these MMOs that Paul plays.
Okay. City of Heroes, explain.
Well, City of Heroes is an MMO. It's closed down now.
MMO, for the people who don't know what an MMO is.
It's a massively multiplayer online game. That stands for, that's what MMO stands for. And basically, in that game you create a superhero who goes out and fights crime. And in it, the story revolves around the main heroes of the game, who were actually made by the developers, and that was their persona, was Statesman, who was the biggest one. It's kind of like a superhero, Superman kind of thing.
Right.
So it was, he was really quite good. What about yours?
Well, I mean, I've been thinking about it. For me, what's the sort of one of the worst villains that spring to mind in recent memory is Sylar from Heroes. When Heroes was its first and second season, he was a brilliant villain. He was just pure, utter evil. For those who haven't seen Heroes, he had a special power where he could take other people's powers, but he had to take it from their brain. So he'd cut off the sort of top of their head from the forehead up to get into their brain to take their power. And he's done it to so many people, and he was gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like more and more powerful. And there was another character, Peter Petrelli, which is the opposite side of the coin, hero. He could also initially take other people's powers, but he only had to be in contact with them. So he'd be like a sponge for other people's powers. So you get Sylar who'd cut their heads off for their other people's powers and kill them, or there'll be Peter Petrelli who would just be in their vicinity. And I think you'd have to touch them. I can't remember. My memory's quite vague. But Heroes and Villains, TV wise, for me, would be those two. Apart from that, villains being a Star Trek fan, look no further than the Borg.
That's a very good one.
They're just like, well, what can I say? They're just a sort of a swarming, dominating species that don't hold any remorse for anyone. They're cyborgs, essentially. And
Yeah, they've got no compassion or anything like that.
no, incapable of it. It's just domination, conquest. That's all their sort of objective is. So that'd be a villain for me. Dal, don't know if you've got any. Well, I think there's a more.
Well, I'm going to say, obviously, my first choice would be Daleks.
Hmm.
You know, most evil race in the universe. Each one Dalek is a big bubble of hate in a metal casing, and their sole purpose is to exterminate all other life forms, and be the dominant species in the universe. So they have no pity, like the Borg, no pity, no remorse. They will exterminate you for no reason whatsoever. They'll kill. Do you know what? It's just so evil. I just can't describe it. Sickeningly evil stuff. They'll search. They'll cultivate humans and put them in machines to pulp their bodies, to sift the DNA out, to make more Daleks. They'll genocide complete races. One Dalek is enough to destroy probably half of this planet. Right? That's what they say, Doctor. One Dalek is enough to destroy half a planet. You know, it's got enough firepower on board because obviously conventional weapons can't destroy them. But Empire, a Dalek Empire, would be enough to destroy the entire universe. That's one villain. Then you got from Doctor Who again. You got Cybermen, which are much like the Borg. They just want to. Well, Borg want to assimilate. Cybermen want to upgrade and just make all humans. Like only humans. They can only upgrade humans. I don't know if Borg can do other races, but at the minute, Cybermen can only do humans.
Yeah, Borg is anything.
Is it Borg's anything? Yeah. So Cybermen can just do only humans at the moment, and their sole purpose is to upgrade and make them better. But they also started off as humans themselves and kept on upgrading their body parts because of where they lived on their planet was moving further and further away from the sun, so that it was getting colder. And then they started augmenting their bodies, and to a point where it got so far in advance that they started to the only way to take away the pain of being so cold is to take away full emotional attachment. You know, so therefore they become Cybermen, and then they started getting, I want to destroy everybody. Yeah, that's my two villains from Doctor Who. But a good villain, T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Yeah, I was thinking along the lines of Terminator. Yeah.
You know, the liquid metal one.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
he was relentless. He's a bad boy. He ain't gonna let you go at all, is he?
No. Because there were times in that film where you think he's never. How's he gonna beat him?
Yeah.
You know, because he just turns to liquid.
Turns to liquid and reseals. You know, changes back again. Liquid metal.
That's a good villain, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-1000.
Oh yeah.
Better than a rubbish TX, which was the female one. She was rubbish.
Oh, she could sort of turn her head and
that. Oh, she was good. She was a formidable opponent, but she's not as good as the T-1000.
No.
Even you can easily destroy a normal T-100, like an Arnie one.
Yeah.
You could easily, really,
Yeah, you should
put your mind to it, you'd be able to kill one of them pretty easy. And I know he was impossible pretty much in the first film, but as time goes on, you see the other Terminator films, they're quite easy to kill. But yeah, T-1000, I think. That's villains. I think villains are easier to name than... yeah,
because they're more memorable, really, aren't
more
they?
memorable, yeah.
I mean, one of the villains I have is, again, from City of Heroes, about City of Villains, the standalone expansion, and Lord Recluse, who was Statesman's arch enemy. And he looks like, he's basically got like a massive spider thing. and he was quite good. If you ever see the trailer.
There's one I like, a villain, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, that's good then.
But he's from Face Off.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it?
Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah.
He's proper evil.
Yeah, he was.
I think he was a proper nasty boy. Do you remember?
Nasty. No, I don't.
Excuse me, rest, isn't it? So I can say it. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, I could just Google it.
I found it so horrible seeing him take off his skin and put it on the other.
Yeah, I think I looked away at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think I see that.
That was horrible.
Another villain I thought of is from Lost, Ben Linus.
Oh, he's a good villain.
He was a really good villain.
He was a manipulative villain,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
It'd make you think something was your idea, but
Yeah.
it was actually his idea. And he'd compulsive liar, he would lie about everything.
Yeah.
Really selective with the truth. It just sort of, it'd only tell you enough sort of to go on, because I'm obviously rewatching Lost at the moment. But you'd think you'd have enough answers from him, but he was manipulating you from the beginning. Like, he sort of had this massive plan for you, and he'd get you to do it eventually. Even though you could absolutely despise him from one point, like the bit I'm up to at the moment, where Saeed says, if I ever join or do anything for you, I'll have sold my soul. And he ended up doing it anyway. So yeah, brilliant manipulative villain. I thought of, but you're right. Villains are easier to think of.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can say that. Freddy Krueger, another one.
Heroes, the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, they're good heroes.
With Splinter as well.
Yeah.
He
Well,
The cartoon
as
or
a hero,
film?
you're talking about.
was, Heroes.
Yeah.
Cartoon or film?
Doesn't really matter. They're all the same.
Villains, see, I think Shredder was a more evil villain than Krang. Even
Yeah.
though Krang was this...
He was the brains, wasn't he?
He was
really?
a brain in this gay suit.
Yeah, wasn't
Oh yeah, the suit. Yeah.
It was a
Wasn't-
big gay bloke, wasn't it? In a
wasn't
suit.
Krang the actual boss?
No, Krang, my name
He
is
was,
Krang.
yeah. Thought so.
Who's
Was it
in the
Pig King?
Technodrome? That one.
He's like a shriveled marshmallow.
That's my rubbish Krang impression.
Yeah, because once you remove him from the bloody robot, he can do bugger all.
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing.
The robot was proper gay. He had big yellow pants on, and he was naked. Bit
you'd-
camp.
Well, you'd enjoy that.
Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's a good villain.
Yeah,
We're moving on to the actual heroes and villains now, I guess.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've done our personal ones from, but yeah, in the realms of Marvel's DC, Black Horse, whatever,
I'd say
Dark Horse even.
Spider-Man is my most favourite superhero.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he's a great. I like his personality, whereas everyone else is really serious. He's like, I
Quite
don't care.
mild mannered.
Yeah, he's so likable in his that he doesn't. Good.
The thing is, I think with films nowadays is that the sort of line between hero and villains is really blurred.
Yeah, because they're all kind of dark, aren't they?
Yeah, especially like the recent Batman films and stuff like that. There's always dark elements to these people. There's no pure good, pure evil anymore. Is that blend as they sort of brought in? But I don't know. Who's your favourite superhero, Dad?
Favourite
Heroes
superhero is
are
difficult to say.
Hard.
Yeah, really hard. It's so much easier, like I said, to name villains than it is superheroes. I don't really have a favourite superhero, I don't think. The one I
You
could...
see, I don't think I have either. I mean, I like them all, but to pick a favourite, I don't think I've ever really thought about it that much. Oh, I'll tell you what I always liked. He wasn't in the films, but he was in the cartoons. Was Gambit from X-Men.
Gambit.
Yeah.
Oh,
The card throwing. He like.
yeah, he was in the films. He was in X-Men.
Was he? Did he do anything though?
He threw a card a couple of times.
Oh, I have to rewatch X-Men.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I'm
I like
pretty,
his character
pretty
in the
sure he was in
cartoons,
it.
I think he was in the latest one, maybe the Wolverine one.
I've definitely seen him in a film.
Yeah, he was in it because he carried the cane as well.
Yeah.
He definitely was in it.
Okay.
I think he was in the Wolverine
Missed
one.
it.
But as he said, he didn't feature in it too much. But Gambit is a great character because he's kind of like he messes about and all that. I don't particularly like his powers I find him a bit boring.
Yeah, they're not the best powers, but yeah.
But I like him as a character.
Mm.
And I like Wolverine as well, but I think that's a lot of people's favourite.
Yeah, a lot of people's favourite Wolverine, yeah. A lot of people.
Because I guess that he doesn't give a shit.
He's the most normal one out of all of them. That's why.
Yeah.
I think he's the most human. The rest of them are all silly suits and stuff. At least he just sits running around in a t-shirt and a leather jacket.
Mm.
You know, he's got knives in his veins, isn't he? But that's pretty much it.
I guess you could say Xavier was pretty
Normal as well, wasn't he?
yeah, but as far as heroes go, always looking for the good.
Dead ringer for Picard, that bloke.
Yeah, he does look like him, doesn't he?
Don't know where the similarity, you know.
Maybe they're related
Bald,
somehow.
Yeah, must be. Dead ringer for Picard.
Yeah, heroes. We really should have thought this one through, but then again, thinking about
Again,
it,
I could say the Doctor for mine, but I mean, that's going back to Doctor Who again. But, you know, heroes is difficult in a general superhero-y type thing. Super Mario, there you go, he's a good hero.
yeah, he's been a hero. Yeah, I was thinking more games.
Yeah, it's better to do
actually,
it in games.
yeah, that's a really. I mean, I like Solid Snake.
I bet you do.
He's got lovely legs. He does.
I bet you do.
Oh yeah.
What?
I could take him round a bike shed.
wait. What? You must have said something while we were laughing. Are you like Solid Snake?
Yeah, I could take him right about straight for. No, he's a really good, likable character, down to earth. He doesn't care what other people think of him, which is a likable quality, and he just kind of does the job, and he tries to save people as much as he can.
I got a good one as well. He's called Viper UK 80. And he's, no, honestly, and he's my superhero I created for Champions Online. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my own superhero based on myself. I've got a red cape. I haven't logged in so long.
It doesn't really count.
Yeah, it's
Play, that's a free-to-play game. Give that a go. If you want to do your own superhero.
I gave that a go. It didn't feel. It wasn't as anywhere near as good as the original City of Heroes. Who the original creator of like Cryptic Studios who made it, who persona was Statesman. He moved on to do Champions Online, and NCSoft took over the IP of City of Heroes.
Link. Quality hero.
Yeah, he's kind of, that reminds me of what you were saying with the Doctor, where he gets kind of like reborn. How does he actually work with Link? Because it's different people all the time.
Yeah, it's always different. It's stuff. Well, I guess
I think it's generations more than anything.
Yeah, it's generations.
Of
yeah.
Links.
And they
Zelda,
take on the
Zeldas.
they take on the like the suit. But again, I'm not a great.
But they all start off
Zelda
from the beginning
fan.
again with nothing.
Yeah.
And go off
So it
on
might be
quests.
sort of 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And then another one will come along, and it'll be like
Yeah.
he'll be born, and he's the chosen one. He's got like a Triforce on his wrist and stuff, and or part of the glows, doesn't it? Yeah. The same as the Zelda. They're all born at the same generation, and that's sort of how you get the
name gets passed down, I suppose, in family.
But saying that heroes and villains, you'd probably find more on Nintendo than you would on the other consoles. Because they do seem a lot more like that, don't they? Sort of Nintendo.
I'm not sure if they. I guess they're both villains. Spy versus Spy. If anyone of you played that game.
Yeah, we've already covered this in the last podcast.
You had.
Have you done it again?
I don't have. You've got a black and white spy, and they.
Yeah, we've done this already.
Yeah, they tried to.
Wesley, what is it with you? You done the rant the very first week. The second week we give you a section, Paul's rant. You rant about the same thing.
Now this week you're talking about Spy versus Spy, and we've already fucking done that.
It's a really good game, but
You
it's
need
two
to
villains.
re-listen to the weeks before podcast before you come here and do this one.
Joe, completely off subject, you know, right? Because I think we've done enough on this for a minute. On the way to driving around to here, I was talking about I bought my daughter some massive Lego bricks for her to play with and to start building, because she's nearly 1 now.
I think I know where you're going with this, alright.
and I said, I've got these Lego bricks, and then Paul goes, do you know what? Lego was my most favourite toy as a kid.
Are you kidding
And I
me?
said, and you don't play fucking Minecraft?
Westy, that is a joke. And that is the worst joke ever.
But I said that I don't still play Lego. I'm not 5 years old.
And I went back with that, and I said, Lego is no way restricted to 5
It's
years old.
ageless.
It's ageless, yeah.
Yeah.
You can play Lego at any age, any age. Do you know what? I'm actually looking to get myself some, because in the Lego shop in Bluewater, they've got these lovely packs where you can buy a Challenger, I don't know if it's a Challenger exactly, but a space shuttle and a rocket. You can buy a VW camper van, all in Lego. And there's no way a 5-year-old's going to build that.
No.
You know, and Tower Bridge and stuff like that. And you can just go in there and you can build what you want. You know, there is the kiddie section, there's the Star Wars, there's the Lord of the Rings sections, there's all that, and there's the Lego City. You can buy the little trucks, but
So
there's actually Minecraft Lego is actually out.
You complain about you played Minecraft, the alpha version, didn't like it. Minecraft alpha version was Lego.
Pretty much.
So you need to sort it out, Westy.
No, yeah, Lego is ageless. I mean, I'm sitting there with my little one, and I'm playing with the Mega Blocks one I've got. Not Lego. She's a bit young for Duplo just yet, but the Mega Blocks are bigger and she can play with them. And there's me building castles with her this morning.
Brilliant.
You know, brilliant. I love it. And then she's coming along, big giant, smashing it all down. But you know, but I loved it.
Trolling.
Trolling me, yeah, big time. I even downloaded an app on my iPad, which is called Mega Blocks, which tells me all about what little things to build with it. So I can sit there and build little animals with her and stuff like that. But no, yeah, to say that you're not 5 years old and you can't buy Lego.
I don't know what is up with you, Westy.
It just isn't my cup of tea. I don't want to play Lego no more. I've grown out of that myself. But as you say, you may not.
I don't think I can ever go. If someone gives me a box of Lego right now,
Yeah,
I can sit there and I'll build something.
Yeah, I'll definitely build something. Yeah.
You know, and now and then that's what people say. Lego was when we were younger, but now we're like adults. It's Minecraft that takes over. But you know, give me a box of Lego any day. But anyway, anybody, what do you think? Lego? Is that too old? Too young? Sorry.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Good question.
What do you
Let us
think?
know. Can you be too old to play Lego?
Can you be too old to play Lego?
But it's the same as
Okay.
Minecraft though. Minecraft is timeless as well, ageless as well, because anyone can play it. In fact, there seems to be a lot more females playing it.
Oh yeah,
You know,
girls
it's
love Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah. It's for anyone who's creative. I guess you're just not creative, Westy.
I guess not.
But
Give it a go.
League of Legends.
If it was called League of Minecraft,
Yeah.
and it was,
I'd probably give it a go.
it's a shame. It really is a shame.
It is a shame.
But
Yeah.
kind of. What other villains?
Oh, here we go.
is
Back
there?
to villains.
Yeah. Just trying to think. No, Otacon from Solid Snake. It wasn't a villain, but a hero. He was a likable character, and he was he was good whiz on the keyboard and all that. And
What did he play?
he didn't play any music.
I'm just joking.
I know a good villain. Bricktop.
Bricktop, yeah, he's a
Yeah.
fucking good villain.
He was a good villain.
Was he from Dick Tracy?
Is he fucking serious? Is he serious?
Dick Tracy!
Dick Tracy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who's Bricktop then?
You've never seen Snatch?
Ah, no. I have seen it, but I can't remember any of the characters in it. I've seen it about once.
You're on thin fucking ice, man.
I shall be under
it
it
when it breaks.
How can you not remember that?
I don't. I've only seen it like once.
You are
So-
you are a letdown this week, Westy. You're a villain this week.
Oh,
Feed into the pigs, they're all.
well, someone who's got the black and white past, as you were saying, from like the films coming in. Tommy Facchetti from Grand Theft Auto. He's a he's a good but also evil character at the same time.
You can say that about all the GTA characters because they're
he
built
works
into
in the-
sort of
Yeah, it's like,
Underworld.
yeah, they're all bad,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're all good because you're playing them and you know.
I could load up Nico Bennett now and just go on mass killing spree. I'd be a villain. Or I could go on a nice cabbie mission, pick up loads of people, take them to their destinations. I'd be a hero.
Good old cabbie mission.
But you still take their money at the end of the day, so you're still a bit of a villain.
Not really, because then you're getting charged for
Well,
it.
fine, I'll do an ambulance mission then, Westy. Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's right.
Nitpicking.
So, any others that you can think
I
of?
honestly can't think of
But
anything
even
else.
so, I think Mario is pretty much a villain if you want to say go down that route, because you know, although he has to go to the castle to find the princess, when he's travelling through these worlds, he doesn't have to jump on all their fucking heads, does he?
No, you don't.
Oh, someone mentioned to me Eggman from Sonic.
Dr.
Yeah.
Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik.
Or Eggman, whatever you
Well-
want to call him, yeah.
Back to what you were saying there, nor Westy completely like does to us. Goombas and Koopas, they don't actually do anything. They're just walking around.
Just walking around and
Like the original Mario, just walking around.
they're not
They don't have to
even,
jump on their head.
they're not even attacking.
No.
They don't attack you. They might
Yeah.
kill you if you touch them, but that's your own fault.
Yeah.
But you know, they just mind their own business. They're only little tortoises, and you know,
Yeah.
Goombas or what they're called, Koopas. Are they Koopas or Goombas? I can't remember.
Goombas are the
Little mushroomy things.
yeah.
Like little bad mushrooms.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're not evil.
No.
You know,
The
it
only
just
one you
happens-
could say is evil is the Lakitu, who's the one that throws the fiery, spiky ones at you. 'cause
Yeah,
he
but
follows
he's
you
that
along the
bastard
map.
that sits in the cloud, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an arsehole. He
The
is.
one with the fishing
He's a
rod.
villain. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucker. No, yeah, he's a villain because you jump on his head because he's the bastard, and then you can nick his cloud and go off.
But then in Super Mario 64, he's the cameraman. So is that mean he's being a hero? Who knows?
He's the cameraman, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a cameraman right at the beginning of the game.
Isn't he on the Super Mario Brothers? He's the one who starts the match. Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's a guy
Mario
who's
Kart,
on
he starts the match, he starts the race.
Oh yeah, he did, yeah.
So he
Well,
maybe
he's
turned over a new
dabbling.
leaf, didn't he?
He's dabbling, isn't he?
Yeah. He can't really decide.
On the side, he's Bowser's evil henchman.
See, I didn't know that. That's something new to me. I never knew who he was.
Who?
The guy in the clouds.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Westy, you was a Nintendo child. How do you not know these things?
I guess I never got that far into it.
Into Mario?
Yeah.
I think the Lakitu's on like World 4 or something like
Yeah, desert level. No, he's not desert level.
Same as Yoshi. Yoshi eats everything. He could be
And
a villain.
he does it and he shits out an egg.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Poor bastards.
And Mario must be a fat bastard because whenever you jump on him, he goes, "Rrr." You know, he makes that really weird
Why would he
noise.
be a fat bastard if he makes a noise?
That's Yoshi who does that.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, exactly. He makes a really weird noise like that.
He could be enjoying it.
Never thought of it like that.
His name could be Sonic Snake.
You know, I mean,
Was it Solid?
Solid.
Solid
Solid
Snake.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
Snake.
that could be his nickname.
Mario's annoyed me now.
Why?
The fire, you know when he has fire and all,
Yeah.
he just tortures everyone,
Yeah,
doesn't
goes
he?
around burning everything. Yeah. Mario's actually a villain.
Mario's more of a villain. Okay, so Bowser kidnaps. And he's done it so many times.
That's all he does. Bit of kidnapping.
It's just a bit
For
of
the same person.
Same person, day in, day out.
I guess he is a bit of a villain because, as you said, you're walking along, you've got these tortoises walking along, minding their own business, and then you get some prat who jumps on your head.
All of a sudden, he's got a fireball, he's thrown it at your face. He just torched you. What the fuck?
And he turns him into ice and everything.
Only go out for a paper, the people said. Buy a packet of fags. Oh,
Surely after all these years, Princess Daisy or Toadstool, whatever she bloody name is, could have put some better security in the bloody castle.
yeah.
She's getting taken all the time.
Or she should just wear different clothing because she wears that massive dress that she can't really run away very fast in. So if she got some lycra pants on and some, sporty trainers.
Are we getting into your sexual fantasies again, Westy?
Slightly. She can leg it a mile or two away before Bowser's even noticed because, Bowser has put on a few pounds.
It makes me laugh is that she wears the same dress in Mario Kart as well. How can you wear a dress and be racing in a kart?
Like that, it's massive, isn't it?
Sure, you get caught under the wheels, that'd slow her down, or get caught in the brakes or something. Or just like set on fire, which is like racing.
I can imagine her going along, get her dress caught in the wheels, and she goes head first over the steering wheel, and it cracks her head on the floor.
It's a bit graphic, isn't it? Bloody hell! Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Yeah,
Oh dear.
we're struggling for heroes and villains, really, aren't we? We should
Yeah.
sort this
Oh,
off. Next
that's
week, whatever we got next week, we'll do it beforehand. We'll think about it. I will. I promise I will this week. Next week.
But why don't we just see about what your favourite cartoon is?
What, next week?
We've covered that already.
Did we do this the other week?
Yeah, we have, honestly.
I'm pretty sure we have.
We've already covered it.
We could do question time now.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's Listener's Corner.
Where we started from? Oh look, this is good. This is a good little segue. What would your hero/villain name be, and what would be your powers to all of you from Spencer?
Oh bloody hell!
I thought about this one. My power would be teleportation, instant teleportation, anywhere that I wanted to, around the world.
That's a bloody good one, I know.
Because I hate travelling. I despise travelling, whether it be car, boat, airplane, anything.
You might like the Tomorrow People then, that new series coming out.
Yeah?
That's what that's about.
Tomorrow, people.
Mm.
I just literally, I was like, I fancy going to Mexico today. Bang,
Yeah,
click
you'll
my
get
fingers,
there.
I'm gone, I'm there.
Tomorrow People, they're exactly that.
Yeah?
People that teleport. It's based on a 1970s British TV show that was out in the 70s. It lasted about 4 or 5 years on ITV. It was on, and then it come back in the 90s for a series.
Yeah.
You may even, if you look back on YouTube later, you may even recognise it if you look at it. And now America, I don't know what company's doing it, but they've bought the rights for it off Britain, and they're doing their own version, American version. And I've already seen the trailer. It's bloody wicked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can just teleport. Just think about where you want to go and you go there and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, I love it.
Just to go to work. You literally just wake up, you're late for work, right, I'm there. You sit at my desk, just there, not late.
In your pants.
Yeah.
Haven't even bothered washing.
I don't need to ring up and say, I'm going to be a bit Meekins today. Yours?
I would have to say time travel.
Yeah.
Because there might be moments in your life where you'd say, I made such a mistake there, but I could go back in time and change that. I would. But also, for example, you may have a family member who's passed away because you found out they had this condition. But if you went back early and told them to say go to your doctors, you could possibly save their life. So that would be mine.
Like your idea,
Yeah, I was going to say time travel as well, to be honest.
Would it have been as deep as that? I feel quite emotional now.
I always go.
Well, no, because
emotionally.
I'd use it and I'd use it for financial gain. I know that much. I'd go and I'd find out what next week's lottery's got to be and fucking go back and buy a ticket.
Do it every week.
Do it every week, yeah, just win all the time. No, I'd probably do that once for the Euro Millions or something like that. But with that money that I've then gathered, I'd get bits and bobs and I'd just, without causing a butterfly effect, because you've got to watch about changing things. I'd like to go back and see how we really did begin. Before the dinosaurs, even before that, to see there was giant creatures and weird insects and all that, or were we seeded by aliens, or did the pyramids really get built by humans, or was it helped by beyond the stars? You know, stuff like that. I'm much more interested in how we become rather than I'd love to see the future, but I'm quite interested to know where we all come from. So I'll do that first, and then I'll go the other way.
There's an anthropologist in you, Dal.
Yeah.
I'd love to just go back to when I was a kid and explore like my neighbourhood as it was back then, and you know where I used to go, my old school, and just pop around there.
Yeah,
And maybe
you could do that now, yeah.
no, but I mean,
go around there.
not
Ain't
like
changed that much.
but it would. It is the area has changed and all that. You know, life moves on. Sometimes an area gets worse, and I would just like, and maybe I'd look into the because I remember my old school had like a fenced like a gate with mishmash of wires in, and I would just look in there and see myself. Be a bit of a stalker on myself, actually.
You end up getting taken away.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
So I'd be like, oh.
Time travel, teleportation. Couldn't think of anything
I mean,
else.
I'd love to do teleportation myself, but time travel would be brilliant, I reckon. So I would go to the future, but you know, I don't know about the future. I like the idea of the future, knowing that one day we'll be going into the stars and stuff like that. But I wonder how far away that is.
What would be your if you had a second power? What would it be?
See, I sort of classified it in sort of offensive or defensive.
Yeah.
And if I had a defensive power, I would have shields.
Oh yeah.
I'd have my own personal shield, so nothing could harm me. You know what I mean? If anyone got too close, then I'd just bounce off a shield.
Right.
Or if I got shot, it would just bounce off a shield.
But you can turn that on and off as you will.
Yeah, it will, yeah.
Yeah.
And like there was an explosion and I was in it, the shield would, I know I'd be fine.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If there's a fire and all that stuff. So yeah, that's probably what I'd have as well.
Because you wouldn't want to come kind of go, oh mate, let's have a hug, and it bang.
Yeah.
Maybe for me.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to say telekinesis, because that's kind of like a defensive and offensive ability. So if, for example, if you had a firepower and you chucked your fireball at me, I'll just send it right back at you.
Yeah,
And plus, it's really helpful for fucking lazy people like me. Because all I'd have to do is say, alright, I can't be asked to grab the remote. I'll just will the button to press number 2, and then I'll change it to number 2, and watch what's on.
You could use it for a lot more than changing the TV, though.
Yeah, but at the moment, that's all I'm thinking of, being as lazy as possible.
You can do so much with telekinesis. You can work in the police, couldn't you? Or you can be an agent, a detective, or know what other people are thinking. You can get into people's minds. You could be like that Mel Gibson film, What Women Want. Know exactly what they want. You could be in bed with a woman every night.
Telekinesis though, because
no, it's not. He just got electric shock and can hear all the women after.
Yeah, but no, telekinesis is moving items.
It's not just moving items.
Oh, does it include the?
It includes in looking in the mind.
Right.
General mind control.
See, I've expanded
control,
upon my powers already there, without even knowing.
But what other thing I'd like is the ability to be aquatic as well and breathe underwater.
That'd be a good one, yeah.
So that's going to be your second.
Yeah, breathing underwater, because the ocean is quite frightening for me. I'm not a very good swimmer, but I like being in the sea. But if I go out too far, I'm like, my legs are straight on the lilo and I don't like to dangle in. I don't like it being too deep. When I stick a snorkel on, I look down and it's just blue, and I'm thinking, oh, flipping out. But I'd love to be able to breathe underwater and go down a certain distance before the pressure takes over, and just breathe underwater and just explore. And can you imagine all these places that we haven't been to?
Oh yeah,
under the water.
that'd be brilliant.
Under the sea.
Yeah, time travel and breathing underwater.
My third one would be I'd like to sort of unleash the power of a sonic boom from my hands. So like if I just put my hand like that, it would just fucking obliterate everything like within a sort of 500-yard radius. Boom! At that. I've got 3 powers.
Also, I'd like to be able to run really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. So I mean, you know, if I really wanted to nip to America, if I could run that fast, I wouldn't need to swim.
Just run across the top of the
I
water.
could run across the top of the Atlantic
Yeah.
Ocean. So it'd take me, like, I run that fast, it'd take me maybe 10 minutes to get to the Cornwall.
Excuse me, you struggle walking to work.
You can fucking talk! What's he saying that for?
But let alone, you know, run into America. Because you just still have to do that distance, even if it's a
Yeah, I
few
suppose.
seconds.
I run 10 minutes to Cornwall, so that's how fast I'm running. 10 minutes to get to Cornwall, and then how long will it take to cross the Atlantic? How many miles is that?
A lot.
Yeah, maybe 1,000 or so, maybe more. You know, and then when you start running out of breath, all you've got to do is just stop, lay in the water, use my breathing ability, so I'm alright. Innit?
Yeah.
And then, again, now I've had the shield ability in trading in my time travel. No sharks would get us, so you stick your shields on, lay in the water, breathing.
Yeah.
Sharks go for you.
Shield.
I'm not
It
sure.
keeps you heated.
I'm not
So you
sure
don't
if
get
it
the
would
coldness of
be
the Atlantic.
classed as the time travel as well, but I would like to be able to change my age. So, like for example, I would like to get younger. Choose to
But then
become
again-
a lot younger.
The ultimate power for everybody was probably immortality, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you could choose, if you took this immortality potion, as soon as you took it, I stay looking like this forever. No matter what age you take it, you stay like that forever. At what age you take it. So you'll have to do it now, because you're going to get any older. You know, you don't want to do it, do you?
Yeah.
No, but with my ability, at least I can choose what age I want to be. So, like, there might be a hottie at the age of 25, so I'll try and be around that age mark. But then there might be a girl of, 20, so I'll be of that age.
Is that all you're thinking about?
Bloody right!
Oh, shit.
You're 28, didn't you?
Yeah,
Only 28. Fucking hell, you can still go out with a 20-year-old.
I still... Elliot from Properly Naughty Game Time, he's, I think, 19. And then I'm talking to him, and we get along like a house on fire, and I'm thinking, my God, I'm an old bastard. Because I feel like it. I feel like when he's 19 and I'm 9 years older than him, I feel like a really old bastard. So...
I feel like that with Jack sometimes, yeah.
Well, so do I. But 33. Think of it like that.
30 next month now.
So he's big 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in my
Should we get
30s
you
already.
A walking frame?
Yeah, if you want, yeah. I could do one then.
Anyway, next question.
Which is your favourite alien film from Ziran? Well, I'll answer that first. None of them, because I don't like them. You too?
Alien as in Alien? Alien then. Aliens is better than Alien. Alien 3? Or do they mean specifically Alien as in aliens in general?
I think aliens in general.
Alien the film.
Yeah.
Alien the film?
Yeah, aliens
What's
in
your
the
favourite
film.
alien film? Unless he means favourite
In general.
aliens.
In my favourite Aliens film, I say Independence Day. Second, original War of the Worlds.
Ooh.
Not-
These questions, we could have seen these questions and talked about all this today. That's good.
Rather than the Tom Cruise one, I do like, and not many people do, but I did enjoy the Tom Cruise one because of the tripods, and
Them things, yeah.
yeah, and that's the original book was tripods. The only difference is Steven Spielberg decided to keep the aliens already here and under the ground all the time for millions of years, and they come down in a lightning storm. But in the original version, they come down in pods, from Mars, and the top unscrews and the tripods come out, and then they invade, and it's set in 1800s England, in the 1800s, 1900s should I say, early, Edwardian period, Victorian England, whatever. But the 50s version of War of the Worlds were swan-necked spaceships which spit fire out. They were really good. So that and Independence Day of alien-y type films.
See, I don't, again, like you, I don't like the Alien series. But I'd say the best of those that I like the most, again, I'm not a great fan of it, is Alien vs Predator.
Yeah, but that's shocking.
Yeah,
Out
but
of all
as
of
I
them.
said, it's more of an action film than a horror. But again, it's still got horror elements to it. But Aliens as a whole, it actually goes back to gaming, and I think that on Gears of War, you have those aliens that live underground and then come up and try and take over.
Well, they're not aliens. They're native to that planet.
Yeah, but do you know what aliens is? It's alien to us. So anything,
Oh yeah, I know that. But
yeah, so anything that we don't understand.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
aliens.
alien.
Aliens is something that you've not seen before. That's alien to you.
I think we're going off on a tangent here.
Independence Day is probably the best one, like you
Yeah.
say. Film. Alien film.
And also for a low-end alien film, which isn't really an invasion of sort. Well, it is an invasion, but I really love the film anyway. It's called Signs. That's a good alien. That's a good alien film. It's not a horror.
Men in Black.
I don't like Men in Black.
No.
I'm not a fan.
Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks
Well,
is good.
Attacks, yeah.
That's
yeah.
good.
Alien film, yeah.
That's Tim Burton, typical Tim Burton type film, though. That's good, but it's not as good as this comic version. The comic version is really horrific, if you're on
Mrs. from Ziran, the rest of them are from Ziran actually. If you could go back to the future, when and where would you go?
Oh, we talked about this.
You know, pretty much covered that in the last question.
Yeah. So I've kind of said mine.
Oh, what exact time frame though?
I want to know when we first go into space. If it's ever anything like Star Trek, or is it like Doctor Who's Patrol of the Future, or is it like Star Trek's Patrol of the Future, or is it something completely different? You know, is it near what we're thinking about the future is going to be?
I would just say 500 years.
If
500 years.
500 years in if we've got it in our mind to imagine all this, it must be a reality to happen in the future.
Is Dixon cider? I don't understand what that means.
Yes.
Should we just say yes?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know what that means.
No, never do
I don't like putting my dick inside. I know.
Dixon.
Dixon cider.
Is
Fuck
Dick-
knows.
or it could be Dixon cider. I don't know. That makes sense. Please clarify. If you could bring back one TV show, what would it be?
Oh, god damn it, that's
Jericho for me.
Oh, yeah, I would have to say... you tell yours first.
I don't know mine. I need to think about it.
No, the sci-fi series you had it down there a few weeks ago.
Firefly.
That's it. Firefly. Because I think that series one was fantastic, and it shouldn't have been taken off air. I think that...
I don't know.
Haven't got one.
No, because pretty much everything I like is out, really.
I also like to bring back the A-Team. Because I really like the film, but I think it would be like a TV show would probably be just as good. But people don't really seem to be into that shit anymore, do they?
I mean, I liked Farscape. I think that was a really good series, but it's a niche market, I think.
Quantum Leap.
Oh yeah, that's a
If
good
they
show.
remade that I think more than any other TV show, that deserves to be remade. Because you could easily come up with like new...
Well, a lot of stuff that I like is getting remade, so I've already covered for a few things that I like. But yeah, that's a really good shout, Quantum Leap. I really enjoyed that.
I watched it, and I actually...
I reckon the X-Files
Yeah.
with Mulder and Scully again, you know, properly.
Well, what are they going to do another film? I heard there was rumours about they were going to do another
Rumours,
film.
yeah. I think he wants to get it off the ground.
Finally, did E.T. finger Elliot, or did E.T. give Elliot the finger?
When he's next on, we'll ask him.
West.
Oh dear. I think I'll have a jammy
Hanging
dodger.
our head in shame again at Paul.
Sorry.
Right, well that is it. That's our questions for today. Have we got anything else to add? I've got something else to add.
No.
We are now on a new outlet for this podcast, and it is called, I can't think of what it's called, let me just go to it, Pocket Casts. We're on Pocket Casts now as well.
Alright.
I bought the app the other day, it's a couple of quid, but I've worked out how to put it on there. So we're also on Pocket Casts now as well.
Awesome.
I'm just trying to think if that's it.
Well, we've got basically, yeah. We have you've actually done a video on our YouTube channel.
I have done a video, yeah.
Yeah, which is a self-confessed geek one. What is your video about?
Well, this week, I was so excited
I've
that...
done a video.
Not you, Steve.
He said you.
I thought you said Dal.
He did say you, which was sort of... Anyway. Yeah. Following on from our friends, our brothers at Proper Naughty Gamer Time, who do weekly, well, almost daily videos of
Many videos now, yeah.
games they play. Final Fantasy VII, and Spencer does...
I've seen him do
Sort
Van
of.
Helsing.
Yeah, indie titles, I
He does
think.
indie titles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sort of other sort of out there games which are actually really good. I thought I'd bring in something that we've all actually discussed bringing in. That's games from back in the day, basically,
Yeah.
from the
Old
90s.
school.
Just old games that sort of we're going to revisit from now on and sort of do a new feature that way. Obviously, it won't be a podcast; it'll be a video playthrough. This one in particular is Empire Earth from 2001, which I played through for half hour. I actually, well, what did I do? I messed it up a little bit. I was showing people how to go and attack other tribes, and whilst I sent my geezers out, another tribe come and attack my village, and I had no way of defending it. And I've kind of stopped the video at that point because I panicked and I didn't know what to do. Yeah, so I was like, oh, we'll leave it for next week. So next week I'll update it again. I think I'm just going to do a weekly one. I don't really want to do a daily one. I haven't got the time for it. But yeah, maybe I don't know if we just pick a year and then pick a game, or we just pick a game.
I think pick a game.
Just pick a game, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because there's so many fantastic games from years gone past now, and I mean it's great going back and revisiting them because Empire Earth. I assume that this is one of something that you have a fond memory of.
oh yeah, yeah. As I said in the video itself, I used to play it with my sister. I used to play it with my mates. A couple of years ago, actually, me and sort of 4 others, we had a game going. It lasted for 8 hours, and we built up. We promised not to touch each other until the very end, until we knocked out the computer. But because we'd done that, we'd built up our defences so much that we couldn't go near each other. So I think like when we said, because we were so tired at the end of it, when we said next time we play it, we'll just have to we'll have to go for each other because that's the way it is. But yeah, it is an extremely fun game. It's simple to play, and it lasts for ages. And the more players you get on there, the funnier it is. Because obviously you can secretly gang up on other people. Like, so you can secretly send messages and say, "Let's go and get him." And
It's a great outlet to do this because I've never heard of Empire Earth before. It does look similar to Age of Empires.
yeah, it's pretty much an offshoot of Age of Empires.
And it would be interesting to have a look at that and see what it's like. And it's a great way to introduce it because you could say, "Oh, have you played this game?" and you talk about it, and no one else has played it. But if they see the video, then you can kind of.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's so many old games that people don't even know about, especially them youth growing up today. They don't know about half the old games we used to play, which are actually brilliant
All
games.
I know is Call of Duty
Yeah.
and Halo. That's it.
And FIFA.
FIFA. Yeah, 3 games. Hey, it's a million fucking games out there.
So, yeah, I mean, us three especially, we're going to start playing. We're going to do a podcast and we're going to do a game, an old game we're going to play together, whether it be Nintendo or any of the
Yeah, we've all
Nintendos
got
or what it used to
consoles, so and I'm in the search for my own little collection of stuff as well.
But
There's
also,
shitloads of N64 games just gone in CEX.
is there?
I saw today, loads of them. They're quite expensive, but I've seen them cheaper on the website, like £5 each. But they're selling them for like £10 a cartridge.
Yeah.
That's expensive. Get over the boot sale, see what we can find.
Yeah.
I think we should go
Boot
one
sales.
morning. All three of us should walk round there.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. We can
See what we can find.
But the thing is, I mean, there's a lot of games that sort of we played that we're on the same level with, i.e. me and Dal. There's a lot of games that someone plays that the other two don't play, and there's players, and vice versa. Paul Westfallen. And it'd be nice to see, we're all going to obviously do this and upload video. We'll be uploading videos all the time eventually.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing this for a while anyway, because there's 16 epochs. And I'm going to go through a part for each epoch, which is hopefully going to last about half hour each time. So I'm sure one day League of Legends is going to be on this bloody page.
Obviously, our guys over our friends over at Properly Naughty Game Time, as you say, do videos.
Properly. Sorry.
Properly
naughty.
Proper Naughty Game Time. They've got they as you say upload videos on which appears on a daily basis now, and Elliot, who I've completely forgotten his actual name.
Birdie.
That's it.
Birdie.
He's actually doing this competition at the moment where it's £10 he's putting on for Steam credit, and then you have to like, subscribe, comment his video, and share it. I think as well, and you then get entered into the draw to try and win it. And I've tried it because I'm quite cheap and I want the money.
You want to try and win that tenner?
Yeah.
I'll try to win that tenner. It's all free. Try and win it. And I do actually watch his Final Fantasy playthrough.
Yeah, I watch Final
because
Fantasy.
I have
a video.
I have a fond memory of it, and
Excuse me.
it's kind of going through it on the PC version, which is a slightly upscaled graphics, and it's pretty good, and it's getting better on every part he does. But Spencer, aka Biggest Mechas, he also does his own kind of indie titles, like Van Helsing and Paper Please, which looks really Papers Please, which looks quite boring originally.
But
when I actually watched his video, and you get this guy coming back all the time trying to get into the country.
Yeah, the old guy. Yeah.
It's really quite funny. So I definitely, if you haven't checked them out already, go to their YouTube channel, which is a proper.
Check out Enviro Bear as well. Well funny video.
Yeah, it's Enviro Bear.
Oh, I love it.
But it's proper Naughty Gamer Time, isn't it, on YouTube?
Yeah, I believe so. Proper Naughty Games.
Yeah. We can actually find out if you just do a little segue. Oh fuck.
We do have them obviously featured on our channel now.
Yes, we do.
So if you can't find them, just go to our channel and there'll be a link there for them. Proper Naughty Game Time.
It's Proper Naughty Gamers. The YouTube URL. So if you just search youtube.com/Proper Naughty Gamers. But they are Proper Naughty Game Time. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got anything else to add. Have you, Paul?
Not really, no. I'm looking forward to next week's. We'll have to decide
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just keep it as unplanned.
Yeah, for the moment we'll be unplanned. Stay tuned to Twitter for some updates, if we ever get some updates of what we decide we're going to do. Which will probably be an hour before we actually start recording.
Yeah. But drop your questions into us, as always. It's selfconfessedgeeks1@gmail.com.
Yep.
And you can go to the Ask FM page, which I still don't actually know.
Ask.fm/SCG podcasts.
There you go. Or our Twitter account @SCG podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
YouTube.
Yeah. We've done that, haven't we?
Self-Confessed Geeks 1, same as the Gmail one. Because I forgot the email, I've got the password for the first one.
We're also on Facebook as well. So just catch us there, which will be Self-Confessed Geeks.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, you can ask questions there as well, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Stitcher, we're on there on the app.
Stitcher, yeah. And another one.
Pocket Cast,
Pocket
I just
Cast.
said.
Can you ask questions on that as well?
No, you just listen.
No.
You can listen to it on your phone. Stitcher and Pocket Cast is just for your phones. So if you're listening on the go, if you're on the way to work, that's the best way to listen.
I have found Stitcher possibly the best to listen to, but what's really annoying is that it doesn't keep a history of what I found. It doesn't keep a history of what you listen to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if this other application you've got is actually better for that.
I'll look into it.
We'll have a look.
Anyway, thanks very much for listening, guys. We'll be back next week as per usual. Until then, take care.
See you later.
Bye bye.